Welcome and hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me on an extremely special edition, the Thursday edition, the big quattro, as they call it. Un poco mas. My good friends, my countrymen, lend me your ear. Let me paw with you. Can I talk to you? Can I holler at you? Can I holler at you? Thank you. It's not a pickup line, guys. I just want to talk a little SOFI. SOFI Technologies Incorporated, ticker symbol SOFI. Un poco mas. Let's do it. Guys, the stock is up today. Everything's up today. This was kind of the delayed fuse I think we saw with inflation getting under control. Everybody thought we'd see that big move yesterday, but the market makers just sort of stepped on a lot of things. Earnings. Everybody's really pumped on sort of the Walmart thing today because Walmart is really a barometer of how a barometer. Oh no, that's a thermometer. A barometer of how things are going for sort of blue collar people, middle class people, lower middle class people who are sort of paycheck to paycheck. And those are the people who feel the most effects of inflation. Those are the people who are going to stop spending. Those are the people who are going to get hurt. Those are the people who are going to go on unemployment. So that's where the economy sort of swings. Like the very bottom, nothing's going to change. Like if you're on complete public assistance, you're not working, you're just on the system, or you're at the top or sort of middle of the top and you have a really good job and that job's not going anywhere, even if there's a recession, you're going to be fine. That's where most of SOFI's customers come in. But it's those people you kind of look at, sort of that Walmart index. And, Walmart was just gangbusters, really good ER, really good outlook. So it bodes very, very well for that soft landing scenario where the Fed is able to thread the needle and get inflation under control at a reasonable pace, reasonably quickly, work toward that goal without essentially crashing the economy, creating a ton of unemployment, creating a deep recession. For certain people, I think if you're not, like I said, in that sort of lower middle class area, that's where you feel the effects. It's the working poor, basically. Those are the people that kind of drive the country, the people that get up and, put on their tool belt, their jeans, their work boots every single day, the truck drivers, not saying everybody's poor, you might be middle class, but I'm saying it's these people that are affected by the slowdowns in the economy. Lack of freight moving, lack of industrial sales. Maybe you set up machine shops, maybe you set up industrial equipment, maybe you ship that stuff. There's so many of these jobs and industries in this B2B thing, railroads, shipping, that we don't really think about. All the sort of, ancillary trades that, it's just sort of invisible to Mr. Market, like because they don't have a corner office, they don't have a fancy tie. So nobody cares about these people, but Walmart sure does. And America sure needs them. We have the best goddamn workforce, the best people in the world here. I firmly believe that. And I believe that's why we're consistently innovating. We're driving the world economy. We're shaping the narrative. We have the best technology and we're moving things forward. And we're able to accomplish all that in a free society that's still relatively free and open, where you can think what you want to think and do what you want to do. And I'm just willing to say it today, guys, on a Thursday. I fucking love America. Not hating on anybody else. Much love to my friends in other countries, but I'm just bullish on America today. I'm bullish on SOFI. I'm bullish on Un Poco Mas. I'm bullish on the Turd Army. I'm bullish on every single one of you guys who stuck it out and made the decision to stick with SOFI. Guys, I want to get into my video. My apologies for my endless, meaningless rant. Okay, so the stock's up 4% on the day, and I'm going to say it again. This is not green. The stock is red. The stock is red today, and I'm going to say something else that might be a bit controversial. SOFI has never made a profit. SOFI hasn't proven a goddamn thing. Okay? I don't want to hear about your 1 cent. Your 6 cents ain't worth 6 cents to me. 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent. Let's talk facts. Okay, if you take a wide view, SOFI has done incredibly, incredibly well. Anthony Noto came to this company about 6 years ago, 7 years ago. They were selling $300 million. Now, this year, Goldman Sachs says they're going to sell 2.52. So probably next year, they're going to be almost 3. So he will have 10x sales in about 7 to 8 years. That's indisputable. Indisputable. With Rashad Ritchie. I like that YouTuber. And guys, can I just say something? What the fuck is going on with the volume of Grant Cardone ads on YouTube? Like, let me tell you something. First off, I specialize in gray stubble. I spend about $4 million a year cultivating this stubble. And I never want to get rich quick. You know, I never have got rich quick. That's why I place $500 million worth of YouTube ads. Stomp. Every single YouTube ad I get is a just disheveled Grant Cardone looking like he was at a rave all night, rolling out of bed, walking through some kind of apartment building. Like, you know, there's some of this apartment building, I don't know, 20 units, whatever, 3.4, 3.14. What's pi? Pi, the cash flow. I'm like, how many of these ads can I watch? I already have apartments. I'm more concerned about your facelifts and your lack of sleep and just your general well-being. Jesus Christ, YouTube. Sergey, enough with the Grant Cardone ads. I get it. Okay? Driving me crazy. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. Just had to get that off my chest. I mean, I watch all you fucking U-turners and stock people and a bunch of idiots, you know, all night when I can't sleep. I must have seen fucking 50 or 60 Grant Cardone ads. And they don't let you skip it for 30 seconds. And it's like, I got nothing against Grant Cardone. I don't even know what the fuck the guy does. I guess he sells some kind of course to help people buy, you know, residential real estate. It sounds like that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. I could sell a course in that. Course would be, don't fucking do it. It's too hard. Go to school and learn to code. Okay? Don't be a hammer swinger. Don't be a knucklehead. Don't be an idiot. I have arthritis. I can't even move this fucking hand. You know? Don't work like an idiot. Once again, guys, I'm not really talking about SOFI. I'm going to make this a relatively short video, but basically this is exactly what I said was going to happen. It bounced off this wedge. This was a Fugazi, this pre-market thing to 585 or whatever, just that bunch of absolute high-frequency bullshit. A couple of, you know, short-weighing losers in the night, selling shares to one another, playing pocket pool, giving each other a handsy, whatever it is. So we already regained the 50-day moving average. It bounced right off that blue line, bounced right off that purple line, and I just know we're going to get back into this area, if not above this area. It's going to happen. Look at how the fundamentals are lining up. Okay, guys, why do I say SOFI is not making a profit? Look at this. Okay, EPS, Q3, it was actually much better than people thought. Okay, then 2 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent. Is this getting anybody excited? A line like SOFI's price action moving slightly down and to the right? Look at Tanner's videos on new, or, you know, look at that ER. That's something you get. And I own a lot of new now, so I'm happy with that. Thank you, Tanner. But you're not going to get excited about this. Next quarter, they have, you know, where do they have us? They have the estimate at 4. I think we're going to do 5 or 6. And I think Noto knows that. I think he said, just like he set everything up to make a profit Q4, he set everything up to maximize profit in Q3. And I think he's going to deliver a shocker. I think we might see 6 cents. And I think that's going to send the stock up and keep it up. Guys, the bears have known for some time that their arguments are wrong and their arguments are BS. Yet they trot these guys out. The Timmy at KBW, the 5-headed bologna sandwich, drive-in movie theater screen forehead from Compass Point, for instance. The Chia. Could you imagine if you're like a low-level analyst like David Chiavarini and you've just never gone anywhere and you wanted to be a successful investment banker, executive, or whatever, and you're left at, you know, Wedbush sort of making these 2-bit calls that you just, you know, like $4, $4, $4, $4. And you're like, the company has changed so much. They're growing, you know, quite rapidly. There's all these new businesses. Nope, $4. And he's like, but you revised your EPS upward to 9 cents, $4. It's like, nobody takes this clown seriously. And then on the other part, you have Anthony Noto, who's like a similar looking guy, like an average white guy. But Anthony Noto's like good looking. He has good hair. You know, the Chia pet looks like kind of like an aardvark who got his face smashed with a huge book in a cartoon. And, you know, he just hates. It's just hate. And it's like, well, they're going to need to do a bad money raise. Like, why are they going to need to do a bad money raise? Look at their cash position. Look at their balance sheet. They're funding loans with deposits. They have 23 billion in deposits. They have tons of capacity on the books to make loans. They increase their capacity through these, senior secured note, these offerings, and they've increased their lending capacity by holding back in this period of uncertainty to wait for when times explode. There's going to be gravy. There's going to be low-hanging fruit. You're going to be able to pick the very, very best borrowers to lend to. And that's SoFi's thing. Take the super premium cream off the top and leave the whey and the curd or whatever the fuck it is for the other people. Leave the dregs. We don't want the dregs. The dregs mean nothing to us. Guys, sorry, I got a few business things going on. Let's talk valuation. I mean, the valuation's a fucking joke. Morningstar says this thing's worth 13. Anybody who knows what they're talking about is at least at 10, more 12, 13. I mean, even Deutsche Bank, Deutsche Nemes, guy's got a fucking head like a rugby ball. Hey, I'm a hold at 11. Don't you know that's 70% upside? Don't give a fuck. Get out of my office. Why? Because you're fucking fired. Oh, I hate you guys. Anyway, so talking valuation, I mean, look at this growth. Look at the numbers. I mean, I know revenue decelerated a little bit, but that's going to reaccelerate, and it was a lot better than people thought. Look at these numbers. Look at all this red. It's just fucking ridiculous. And then look at some of their look at Upstart. I mean, Upstart has half the market cap of SoFi. They're losing money. They have a quarter of the sales. Their business model's crap. When the economy goes down, they're going to absolutely get shit on. Sorry, guys, my faux office complex. I have somebody's... I love car alarms. They turned my whole goddamn office complex into a daycare, because I guess it's the only fucking people they could rent to was all these breeders. Just spitting out kids at an extremely alarming rate, but they live here, so they're all rich and they have great careers. Can't take care of these goddamn kids, but we're not rich enough and not in a rich enough area to have a live-in. Plus, we live right by the beach, so even really rich people, they don't have live-in because there's no fucking space. You're gonna have them living right on your fucking in your kitchen. There's no place to put them. There's no granny flat, guys. What's up, Lorraine? I'm sorry about the profanity, Lorraine. They are both nuts. Fruitier, nuttier than a fruitcake, as we used to say back in my day. Anyway, guys, I was looking at the lyrics of Bulls on Parade. I was just getting totally fucking pumped up. It was like, come with it now. I could sing that whole song and it would just not be pretty, but nobody wants to hear that. So just, I mean, look at Upstart. Look at a company like, take a look at Palantir, everybody's favorite. I mean, I love Amit. His show's great. I absolutely love the CEO, the Carp. I mean, the guy's a fucking great American. He's a patriot. He's brilliant. But guys, a $70 billion market cap. And I know it's AI. And I know eventually when they scale and be very, very large, like the next Microsoft in 40 years or whatever, they're going to have incredible margins. But if you look at the here and now, guys, their growth, okay, they're growing nicely. They're selling 680 million. That's about 100 million more than SoFi. And yes, they're making more profit, but if you follow SoFi's EBITDA through, they're going to be in this position in less than a year, way less than a year, maybe a year at the most. So and they're growing. Actually, I believe they're going to grow faster, much faster than Palantir when these rate cuts hit. The growth SoFi is going to show in loans is going to be absolutely stupefying. People are going to absolutely poop their pants. They're going to hear the brown noise and they're going to poop their pants when they see this growth. Noto, that's why he's so fucking confident. That's why he's like, 4 cents. They always beat, guys. They always beat. It's going to be 6 cents. My 6th sense tells me your 6th sense ain't worth 6 cents. I can't say that 5 times fast if you paid me. Anyway, guys, nobody pays me because my channel's not monetized, because I don't want you fucking turds on the returd to have to watch commercials. And I don't need your 3 cents. Feel like you're just here to pump for the money. I don't make any money, asshole. So what is I'm just giving my opinion. I don't care. I don't care what any of you people do. If anything has proven anything over the last weeks, months, years, it's that we control nothing. We cannot drive the bus. We can't determine the bus's route. We can't determine how fast it goes, when it stops, when it goes, when it backs up, when it runs over our wiener. We can't decide what the bus does. We can only decide when we get on the bus and when we get off the bus with our money. All you have to do is buy low and sell high and take all the emotion out of it. Or just buy whenever and sell calls like the Savage or Alberto Berti Aviles or Klaus. Klaus makes money on puts and calls. Klaus should have a show. Just follow Klaus. You could call it Follow Klaus. Buy yourself a new house. I'm smarter than you. You stepped in poo. I got a million names for Klaus's show. I don't know if Klaus is here, but maybe his ears are burning. What's up, Money Flow? Crazier than a shithouse rat? You bet I am. Who else is here, guys? I saw Hybrid Duncan. Let's see, guys. He's a hybrid. He runs on batteries, but then that gasoline engine kicks in to alleviate that range anxiety. That's the benefits you get with Hybrid Duncan. Instead of a pure EV, you got that range anxiety. Makes your testicles shrink up and just suck up inside your sternum. Oh, it's not pretty. We got SJ. Of course, we got the great Noto Lurker, J Money here. We got the great Matt Flo, who spells both those names with 3 letters, for brevity is the soul of wit, as I believe Billy Shakespeare once said. We have Alex here. Good afternoon. Hello and welcome, Alex. Welcome and hello. We got Sebastian. What's up, Sebastian? Good to see you, my friend. We got, of course, Noto Lurker once again. We got the ether between us. Yeah, it's going up. It's going up inevitably, invariably. It's like that Australian or New Zealand dude who wears the backwards hat and has no idea what he's talking about, would say about Tesla. He's like, the lead is insurmountable, it's unassailable, it's insurmountable. Like, all the other companies are going bankrupt in the next year. Like, dude, BYD already fucking passed Tesla and is going ahead. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Did Toyota go out of business, even though they're making like really shitty turbo engines right now? Ugh. Gas car companies are so stupid. They make their engines infinitely more complex to try to get one more MPG out of it. You could just build a solid 4-cylinder engine that gets incredibly great mileage and will never break down, but you don't need a fucking turbo. You don't want a turbo on a fucking truck. I don't care if it's an EcoBoost. I don't care if it's a goddamn Toyota Tundra. Yeah, you're going to have problems. Ask C-Bar Engineering. You're working under heavy loads. You do not want a turbo spinning and spooling up that fast. Not under load. Not under load. Not on your life. You weak sauce douchebags. Oh my God, that's strong coffee. Noto Lurker told me to drink way more coffee and stronger. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. I'm not really sure what I'm talking about. Couple things I wanted to note here. Of note, let's talk about it. So GSA Capital Partners increased their stake by 72%. Susquehanna sold out. Susquehanna is very complicated what they're doing. They're short the stock, as is that other shithead from the movie, Seth Rogen guy. I always forget the C word. I hate even mentioning that bald piece of shit. He's catch-all, folks. He's catch-all. It's not his fault. It's a catch-all. He's bald. Fuck him. Comerica, let's see. They increased. You got Susquehanna here. Again, see, they're long short. They've got these, straddles or strangle plays on the stock. They're long and short from 15 to 1260. So that's some kind of Felix-like hard nipple Henry trade. And then you have them also with 9 million long shares. So they're big, long, short the stock. This is really nice. Texas Capital Bank Wealth Management increased 233%. Probably the one I was most excited about here was CalPERS, because CalPERS is extremely, this is not CalPERS, excuse me, that they're kind of connected. CalPERS is the California State Pension System. And they trimmed a little bit of their SOFI, I think around 10% in the last filing. I have to take a look back exactly, but I know they trimmed a little bit. But the teachers' retirement system is also a giant pension fund. It's not as big as CalPERS. That's the one for all the other state employees. The teachers have their own system. But this is really nice to see the 7% increase to right up around 1 million shares. And their average cost is almost $15. So those weak-handed turds out there in the turd army that feel bad about their average, don't feel too bad about it, because you're in good company. So Max Payne is 7. In terms of volume, everything is at 7. There's not much at 650. There's almost nothing going on at 750. So I expect this to close the week somewhere right around that maximum pain level. But guys, I'm just talking about Palantir. I mean, SoFi is going to have their financials right where Palantir is in probably a year. And I think they're going to be growing significantly faster, and their cost structure is far more favorable. People don't realize what it takes, the type of money it takes. I've been in outside sales. I've done sales. I've been in the fucking trenches, and I've sold everything. And Palantir is going to have to spend a lot of money to sell this stuff, more than they think. And they're already doing it. And that's why their profits are not that high. They're not NVIDIA, guys. They are not NVIDIA. The 70 billion valuation vis-a-vis SoFi at 7. I think Palantir is a great company. I want to stress that. But I cannot buy anything other than SoFi looking at these two for 10 times the valuation. It's ridiculous. SoFi is the far, far, far safer play. But it's priced the opposite. There is no guarantee Palantir is going to become the next Microsoft, be a $1 trillion company. No guarantee whatsoever. And then Upstart, the valuation is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm already shorting it with a put, but I might just flat out short it. There's no way they get there, guys. If we get into a recession, Upstart's going to get killed. Their borrowers are dog shit. They're trailer park people financing Peloton bikes, financing their groceries down at Walmart. That's why Walmart had such a good print, because, you know, a firm or Upstart or whoever's doing their 5 easy payments on fucking milk and eggs. Who fucking finances their groceries? What the fuck is going on here, people? SoFi's average personal loan is $25,000 with somebody who makes like, you know, 170 grand a year or 200 grand a year. Their average student, they own the student loan game now, guys. Discover, everybody else got out of that game. The super premium student loan refi people, they have to come to SoFi. It's the only game in town. They have no fees, no nothing. And why would you want to go anywhere else? They help you get your money right. It's the best place to go. I'm looking across the landscape, guys. I mean, I haven't made a Neo video in a little while. That the same algo, the same shorts that were working on SoFi for the last couple of years were working on Neo as well. Pardon me. Their daily charts would often mirror each other, but Neo, you know, they had a lot of problems with their margins and production, so they got hit deservedly. I mean, there's no question about it. They deserve to get hit, but they went from like 60 down into the 3s. And a company like SoFi, I know they went from like 28 down to 4, and that seems, you know, god awful. But a lot of other stocks have fallen a lot further. I mean, down to like, you know, like in the case of Neo, like 4% of their high. I mean, SoFi didn't even get down anywhere near 10%. So they were always held more like 20%, which for these growth stocks that crashed, believe me, if you went from 28 to 5, you're not happy. But it's a lot better than going from 60 to 3, and not nearly as fun as going from 6 to midnight. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello. Vladi Z is here. Heirloom Cedars here. Brian is here. Number 8. Good. Congratulations. Number 8's a good one. Ocho Cinco. Clap My Dog is here. Money Flow. Hybrid Duncan. He's cleaning his chandelier. Well, at least you have a chandelier. The colored hat with the visor. I don't know, Lorraine. You want that one? The Vegas hat? Where the hell is it? I have like 3 desks in here where I do different things. This is my YouTube desk. Then in the middle, I have my thinking desk where I do my thinking. And then, of course, I have my thinking office, which is the restroom. And then I have my working desk where I do my Zooms and my other bullshit, which is over at the front with the ocean view. So I don't know. The Vegas visor is over there somewhere, probably near my common sense and decency, Lorraine. But maybe I'll go find it. Maybe I won't. Let's see. Filthy Rich, Mega Maker 101 will get his frog. It's not free here in Scotland. Nothing's free. Freedom isn't free, especially if you're Scottish. Oh, the haggis. You got to eat the haggis. That's not freedom. That's intestines. Oh, Scottish. Is that haggis? I don't even know if that's Scottish. Where are the moderators? You still want Lorraine? You want a seat at the table? Lorraine wants a wrench. Lorraine seems pretty sensible to me. I might be inclined, if I can get authorization from Jay Money and his barber, might be inclined to give Lorraine a wrench. I don't know. She's kind of new, but I like her. I like the way she rolls. She's always here. She's always topical. She's always on time. I like her portrait. She's kind of like, hey, what's up? It's me, Lorraine. You know, whatever. No pressure. I'm cool. It's chill. It's just Lorraine. You know, what's up? Peace. I don't know. I just like Lorraine's vibe. It's kind of cool. I like Mustang Rider too. You know, like I said, he looks like the Neil Gorsuch of the South. I don't know if he's a psychotic person. No, you know. No, I can't even see, guys. I can't really see. Mrs. Mustang Rider looks like she has a very successful line of like cookbooks or something. Like she looks like the all-American, like I don't know. Just looks like the mother you wanted, like Betty Crocker. Like she would actually make Christmas cookies. Like, of course, Christmas for me was a, you know, TV dinner and a steel toe boot to the face, but didn't look like that was how things are happening over at the Ryder house. Looks like tea and scrumpets. No, anyway, guys, I love judging you just from just from these pictures, which may or may not even be you. Hybrid Duncan is a cruise ship. Ross, I only get Kamala telling me to give her money. Yeah, I do. Kamala wants money. Yoga Pants Newsom wants money. All the fucking Democrats want money. Like if you're with a Republican, you're over on like Newsmax or Fox, you want money over there. Fucking politics is all about getting money out of your pocket and getting it into their hands and funding their campaigns, because their campaigns are what funds the trips to the Bahamas and the strip clubs and the restaurants and the furs for their wives and all this other shit they buy that you never find out about. So it's not so much about winning or losing or policy. It's about extracting the most money from impressionable rubes in the Midwest. Hey, I was watching Shane Gillis. He's talking about Fox News dads. He's like, I got to order one of them patriotic gold-plated coins. Get off the phone. Fucking hilarious, dude. Shane Gillis. Oh, my God. That was so fucking funny. If you get a chance to watch it, watch his bit on Fox News dads. Talking about how his dad gets drunk and falls asleep angry every night when he can't stand watching any more Fox News. He's like, goddamn immigrants. Like, he lives in central Pennsylvania. He's like, and his first priority is the southern border. He's like, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to bed. It's like every night he just gets so angry at the television. He ends up just storming off and going to bed. It's completely hilarious. Lorraine, don't make any promises you can't keep. Nobody's washing my mouth out. I'm going to keep my filthy tongue just the way it is, my friend. What's up, dude? Ass face. Hello, Ross. Don't work hard to be a millionaire. Scream at people on the internet. I think I'm already a millionaire. I'm not really sure. I need the accountants to add it all up. 9.5 plus 4 pennies, motherfuckers. Toilet paper tester. Danny, you need to get laid to calm down. I get laid all the time, Lorraine. Come on. It doesn't calm me down. It just makes me more anxious. My anxiety doesn't go away no matter what. I just don't calm down. It's not a matter of lack of sex. It's not a matter of drugs. People are like, are you on fentanyl, meth? Nope. This is just how I am. I probably have had 3 cups of coffee today, but not like 6 cups. So anyway, don't really know what I'm talking about. Money flow. Let's see, $7 by tomorrow. Where are we at right now, guys? Let's get back to the point here. We were actually talking about SOFI. Yeah, push it down a little, 685. That's fine, but it's not really going anywhere. The algo's just trading it sideways. The volume is not nearly as low as it has been. This is like all the shares that traded yesterday. So if it could push back up, 45, 50 million shares, you'll see the stock go up considerably. But there's just not that much accumulation today, guys. You don't see any big candles on the volume. So no huge buys coming in. But, the smart money knows where things are going, and they could have just bought heavy, in the low 6s. So I don't necessarily expect them to be buying really heavily today. They could have bought yesterday. They really weren't. But, like I said, returners make up everything. It's all complete nonsense. Like, hey, I'm buying here. If everybody, I know Payush is actually buying, but everyone else is lying. Like, if everyone was buying, they couldn't keep the volume at 20 million and keep the stock down after that inflation print came out. Because that inflation print all but guarantees a rate cut, which all but guarantees SOFI is going to absolutely explode in Q4 and into 2025. And if you look at Goldman Sachs estimates, they're right there. Even if you look at somebody like the Chia pet, his EPS estimates, they do not support a $4 price target. They do not support a price target sub book value. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's dishonest. It's foolhardy. Whatever it is, it's on purpose. But it is what it is, guys. But look at this institutional ownership. This was crazy. Like, this actually jumped to like 5. It was at 460, and then it jumped to like 480, and then it went to 594, and then Citadel sold like 20 million shares, so dropped it back down to 481. But the point is, it's over 45% institutional ownership, and it's still basically at an all-time high. There's a few more long shorts, 813 total. There were just like 20 and 21. I think now there's 26 short, only 27 long short. So the shorts have come back at the stock. Let me get you turds a check of the live short interest, if I may, if I might. First star I see tonight. Yep. They borrowed 6-7 million the day before, borrowed 1.8 million yesterday, and in fact are borrowing another $250,000 today. Cost to borrow is not negative. In fact, cost to borrow average is 1.3, which sounds very low, but is actually quite high for the SOFI stock. We had Cum Rocket making an interesting comment, as only Cum Rocket is wont to do. Sup, fellow SOFI and bag holder, soon to be. I am actually not a bag holder, Cum Rocket. My average is about $5.55, and that's after I just purchased about 17,000 shares. So I am by no means a bag holder. If I add in options profit, my average is probably like $2-3. So, guys, I don't lose money. I mean, sometimes on penny stocks I do, but I'm expecting that. On, more fundamental investments where I'm actually thinking logically, I don't lose money, because I build a position. You guys need to learn about building positions. This is stuff they don't teach you now. The most important stuff that actually matters that I've learned over the last 30 years, making a fucking ton of money in the stock market. I know people are like, you got to show your brokerage. If I showed you how much money I have made and lost in the stock market, you would not believe me. I've had some massive wins. I've had some massive losses. When I used to day trade and trade options, I mean, it swings very, very quickly. But my fundamental investments, my long-term investments, I've done extremely well with. And probably the most important thing to learn is how to build a position in a stock, right? That's why people, I'm sorry, I said right like a Canadian. That's why people, they're upside down. Their average is horrible. They don't average down. That's why I'm saying, if you're complaining about your average being 12 and you see the stock sitting at 6 and you just saw a great ER and you see this inflation and you see the estimates and you see what's about to happen, and it should be written on the wall, writ large, this stock is about to go up somewhere near its fair value, 12, 13, 14, whatever it is. The counterparties need the stock at 12. Noto needs a stock at 45, 25, 35, 45. You think Noto and gold, you think they can't move this stock? Are you fucking stupid? You think they're afraid of Citadel and Susquehanna? I mean, maybe a little bit. Everybody's kind of afraid of Citadel. They're a big swinging dick. But, the point is, guys, building a position. So how do I come in? Like these SPACs, I was in so many of them. I see, okay, I was buying the SPAC, just a little, tracking position, $1,000, $500, whatever it is, just so I'm following the stock, following the SPAC. I see this one pick SOFI. I know SOFI. I know, I'm out here in California. I know a lot of people in the Bay Area. I know I know people who invest, angel investors, hedge fund people, whatever, in the Bay Area, Los Angeles. So I know of SOFI. I'm pretty excited. I'm like, okay, they're actually an interesting play, but so I put a little bit more money. I'm like 5,000 IPOE. I'm buying, units with a warrant. So, but my position is relatively small. So by the time, the stock is, I flipped a few in 2018, whatever. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not going to have a SPAC go to 20 or 30. Like, this is 10. It hasn't done anything yet. It hasn't even gone through yet. So then this thing falls down to 6. Guys, over 2 years ago, April, the stock falls down, I believe, to like 612, just off a cliff from 25, 28 down to 6. So this is when I really start buying. This is how you build a position, and you look at management. You get a feel for the stock. How does it move? How does management behave? Because back when the stock was in the 20s, I had no idea what management was up to. I didn't realize they always sandbag heavily, underpromise, overdeliver. Now that I know that, I can play things that way because I know what's coming in Q3 and Q4. I know it. Noto knows it. Q3's half over, guys. Q3's half over, and they're going to have that investment conference right at the end of the quarter where they're going to be extremely, extremely confident. And you know what's coming with tech. But back to how to build a position. So when I saw this thing come down to 4, and that set off all my alarm bells because I know companies are short. I know the student loan thing's a killer. but I see what management's doing. Noto has articulated his vision for this company right when he got hired. It's not a new thing. COVID and the student loan deal did not cause Noto to want to be a top 10 financial institution. He was already there. So Anthony Noto at Career Day, they're like, little girl, what do you want to be? I want to be a doctor. Like, what about you? I want to be a fireman. What about you? He's like, well, first off, adjusted EBITDA. Secondly, I think you noticed my windbreaker in my hair. And thirdly, Your Honor, it's like, I'm your teacher. This isn't a courtroom. Well, Your Honor, objection. Shut the fuck up. Thirdly, I'm going to be a United States Military Academy graduate, be an All-American on the football team. I'm going to go out and be an absolute all-star, first-class investment banker, make hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, become the CFO of two great American, or formerly great American Twitter, now X, the shitter. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Where's Trump's back on shitter? Thank God. Oh my God, I missed him. But anyway, guys, so he becomes CFO of the NFL, back to Goldman Sachs, absolute superstar there. And now he's CEO, and he tells it, I'm going to build a top 10 financial institution worth $200 billion market cap. And the teacher's like, you think you can get that done? You think you have that club in your bag? He's like, you're goddamn right I do. It's like, watch, Mrs. Belhooney. And if Mrs. Belhooney is still alive, Anthony Noto's second grade teacher, she's proud as can be of her little Tony notes, as am I. Of course, he's my biological father. Guys, I have absolutely no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But building a position, what I'm saying is basically don't blow your load. This is a growth stock. It was way, way, way far away from making a profit, even when it fell in April of 2022. They were nowhere near making a profit. Why blow your whole load at 10 or 15 or even 6? You know rates were high. You know we're heading for trouble. You know what was coming with bonds. Don't you have a brain in your fucking head? Then when this thing goes down to the 4s, that's when you triple your position. That's how you build a position. They want you to come in all at once, buy high, panic, sell low, feed the beast. That's what you guys do. That's what retarders do. They consistently take your money. Strongman is right. I hate to say it because he's so disgusting, but buy an index fund, you weak-handed basic bitch, if you're going to sell low and panic sell, because you suck. If you learn to build a position, learn discipline, do the opposite of the emotion they want you to. Yeah, they want you to panic at 4 and sell, of course. But what am I doing? I'm buying like fucking 50,000 shares, whatever. Mortgaging my house, whatever. I'm selling blood and semen, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Think I'm scared? Dude, I've been in this shit, in the trenches. Nobody can, no offense, nobody can fucking write a course in what I know. Nobody has my scars. Nobody knows my pain. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Sorry, guys. More cultural appropriation. I love old spirituals. Just, God damn it. There's nothing more American than those spiritual songs that were, of course, made up by, slaves in, the Deep South. And it's just, it's not only, the spirituals and blues and jazz, but soul food, barbecue, so much poetry, literature. It's just, we were recently took a trip down south and we went to one of the major plantations in South Carolina. Just, I tell you, it's really moving as an American. Very, very moving. But to see, I don't know, of course, there's nothing positive about slavery, but just to see some of the magic that happens when human beings are just put at the very worst. I'm so proud, to be an American. I don't know. I don't know why I'm feeling so goddamn patriotic today, but we sure weren't founded perfect. We're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect, but I wish we could keep our eye on the prize, on who we actually are. I get so disgusted when we demonize each other. When we we tear each other down. It's not who we are. You know, do you think when our grandfathers, my grandfather who was wounded in World War II, sorry I get emotional, guys, but you think when he was sitting there bleeding, you know, bleeding out, he cared if the guy getting the tourniquet on was a Republican or not? I apologize, guys. I'm just disgusted where we're at. I don't believe this is America, where we, you know, hate each other. I just don't buy this. I'm not willing to participate in it. You know, I'm just not willing to propagate. That's why I don't do political stuff. Like, I have my opinions, but I'm just so fed up with it. I'm just so fed up with everybody. Just so much hate all of a sudden. And everybody went nuts during COVID. Everybody started running all the stop signs. Everybody started just being completely antisocial. And I could understand that. It was a very weird time, and it still is, particularly for young people. But I just wish we could get a hold of ourselves and get back to sort of understanding that there's huge challenges in the world. Like, the Chinese want to wipe us out. There's war in Europe. We're threatened by nuclear weapons. We have insurmountable debt that we have to deal with urgently. And what are we doing? We're arguing about trans people in restrooms. We're going backward on women's rights, in my opinion. I don't get it. I don't get what the fuck America's doing right now. I don't get why we hate each other. But guys, sorry, none of this has anything to do with SOFI. It's just this whole channel is just my incessant ramblings. But I apologize, guys. But I'm just looking at them like the stuff I see on TV, the hate and all this stuff. That's not the America I see. That's not the people I see, whether I'm in South Carolina or Los Angeles or Seattle or Dallas or Phoenix or Chicago or any of the other places I work or visit. I see great people. I see hardworking people. I see people that welcome you, people that help you. I see so many great people, quite frankly, so many great people on YouTube. Most YouTubers are not getting rich. Most of us aren't making anything. I mean, I'm not really helping you guys because you're already in SOFI, but so many people on YouTube are just so helpful. Like, I got some old guy in fucking Ohio showing me how to fix my air conditioner. He does not make anything. He's like, I just want to take the time to show people maybe you've had the same problem I've had. I'm like, you know, I am. And thank you, sir. Not everything online has to be bad. We don't all have to hate each other. Opt out of the fucking hate today. If there's one thing I want to tell my audience, opt out of the hate. You can disagree. You can have your opinions. We can have policy disagreements. You can support Kamala or Trump. You do what you want. Vote for whoever you want. But you don't have to hate each other. We don't have to be violent. We don't have to be psychotic. We don't have to call each other names. Opt out. Go back to normal, where we treat each other like human beings. That's what I want. All right, can I get off this rant? Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so SOFI Technologies Incorporated, I think it's about to make another run back up. Institutions know where this thing is going. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, that was just my point about building out a position. That would be my course, guys. Buy low. Growth stocks always crash because they're not making any money. And SOFI's still not making any money. 2 cents, 1 cent, 1 cent. Fuck that. That's break-even time. SOFI has achieved 3/4 of breaking even. We haven't made anything. Noto was 0 days old in Q3 when we made our first nickel. Boom. Boom. Les Grossman style. Boom. You know what I mean? G5. Is that a G5 airplane? Yeah. You want me to let my friend of 20 years die in the jungle for a bunch of money and a G5 jet? He's like, yeah. Okay. This is funny. Tug Speedman. That was a great movie. What was the name of that movie? They got, what's his name? Got a lot of flack for playing African-American Robert Downey Jr. I just thought Tropic Thunder. I just thought the fucking movie was unbelievably funny. Jack Black was great. He got in a bunch of trouble for that other fat guy saying some really weird stuff. Tenacious D. And I never really got that. It was like Grateful Dead meets a smorgasbord, meets just fucking nonsense, just a bunch of sweat. But anyway, guys, that's neither here nor there. I don't really know what I'm talking about. What else is new? Ross is here. Yeah, Tropic Thunder. Thank you, Ross. Freddie Lafitte and his band with the beat. Give me your address, buddy. I'll send you some bullshit. Guys, SoFi is starting to send me stuff. Actually, SoFi people, not Noto, not the top guys or anything, but there are some people in the mailroom watching this show reaching out to me. By the way, if you have any tips, any information that you might want to get out, maybe you work at SoFi, maybe you have maybe you work at Hood, but some of these guys know me, they contact me. But it's fattennisninja@hotmail.com. Please don't spam me, guys, if you're one of these fucking data brokers. But I do want you guys to be able to get a hold of me, be able to ask questions. I can't always go through the comments because there's just so many like basic bitch haters, like, who just obviously don't own any stock, and then I get caught up in it because I'm a huge Karen with a bunch of personality disorders. So I don't even want to go there. I'll let Not a Lurker fight it out with you guys in the comments. But if you do want to contact me, because people are trying to get me to like pump penny stocks and pay me to do stupid shit, which makes no sense to me because I only have a couple of thousand subscribers. But that's how low things get on YouTube. That's how low they shoot. They're like trying to pay me to pump garbage or whatever. And I don't even get paid for the channel, so I'm not going to take any money from anybody. Whether it be endorsements, monetization, U-Turd, Sergey, Les Grossman, none of that. Because I don't want you guys to pay for anything. I don't want to like any conflict of interest where I'm trying to sell you something, or I have a sponsor by this or that, or somebody's paying me to talk about this stock or that. Never going to happen with me, folks. If this channel gets huge and I monetize it and there's like ads, like commercials, plain old things, very transparent, wonderful. Or if you want me to sell some like gold or some bullshit to old people, like emergency seed banks, or rewritten Bibles by dummies, or just anything like that, like just things that terrify old people. Boner pills, tiger penis boner pills, I might sell those. I might do a few things. I mean, I might sell out. I'm not saying I won't sell out. I'm saying I haven't sold out yet. But everybody has a price, turds. Everybody. God, I go from almost crying about America, about my grandpa being wounded in fucking air raid, to just laughing about boner pills. What's wrong with me, guys? If whatever happened to that psychiatrist or psychologist down in OC, Dr. Bob, I think he decided my show was toxic and he went away. But if Dr. Bob, if you're still out there, tell me what's wrong with me. I'm very curious. My therapist would like to know. So Helios. Palantards told me Palantir is the next $1 trillion company. Yeah, I mean, Tesla was the next $1 trillion company. Nvidia is the next $1 trillion company. Everything's the next $1 trillion company. But right now they're selling, a little bit more than SoFi, and they're $70 billion company. I believe in paying for what I see, not for vapor. I mean, SoFi is very, very clear that they're accomplishing what they set out to accomplish and that they're making it happen. Sorry, guys. I got to run. I got a bunch of stuff to do. Holy shit. Is that not, who the hell is that? Is that Alberto? Is that not a lurker? Is that a Hell's Angel? I do not know what's going on here. Dude, if that's not a lurker, I'm terrified. I'm never going to say any more bad things about that guy. Looks like he's on some kind of freedom ride. He's eating freedom fries. He's kicking ass. Seriously, I don't know who that is. Is that you, Not a Lurker? Did you turn into one of those WWE wrestlers? Like, what happened? Not a Lurker's barber has dyed his eyebrows a very dark color. I don't think that's Not a Lurker. I don't know who that is. Is this someone else talking to me? Dude, come on. That's you? You don't even look like the same person. That's Birdie. Is that Birdie? I thought Birdie was like 25. What the fuck is going on here? Are you kidding me? That's Alberto. I'm looking at his picture. I thought the guy's a fucking teenager. You guys are killing me. You guys are fucking killing me. What is this going on now? Let's see. Okay. Guys, sorry, I've got like 5,000 text messages. So many things going on. But SoFi moving up again. I think it's going to move up, probably close right around 7 today because nobody's selling here. What are you, an idiot? EPS is about to go from this 1 cent plateau up to probably 5 or 6 cents next quarter. Lending's going to explode. And quite frankly, I think tech's about to explode. And I think management knows it. I think those numbers have been coming. They've been saving them up, and they're going to let them all hit the books in Q3. These 1 cent deals are a fugazi, guys. They can do whatever they want with accounting. They could have put more into Q2, but they just wanted to make 1 cent. They just wanted to stay EPS positive. They could have made 2 cents. They could have made 3 cents. They could have taken money from Q3. They could have accelerated one of their partners forward. These guys talk to each other. They understand. They need financial statements to come out and make sense. They need the Mr. Market to be happy. Nobody knows that more than Anthony Noto. He's been an investment banker for the last fucking 30, 40 years. Anthony Noto has forgotten more than the Chia pet, aardvark, smashed face, douchehead would ever know. Because he's a loser. And he hates winners like Anthony Noto. 4. It's like he's playing fucking golf. Hey, what's your price target? 4. Hey, you're not hitting an errant tee shot. You're rating a stock. 4. How many fingers am I holding up? 4. What's your SoFi price target? 4. Remember this game, Connect? 4. Fuck you. What's your favorite dish at Whole Foods? Quattro Formaggio, of course. Well, motherfucker. Anyway, guys, Steakum. If I can get sponsored by Steakum C-Bar, you make that happen. Engineer that deal, my friend. Great to see you. Good to have somebody with some common sense in this room. Looks like everybody's left. What the fuck? Guys, SoFi at 690. Let me get you a check of the live short interest if anybody cares, if anybody's still watching, if anybody has not just left, pondering, just have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. That's pretty much where I'm at. So they're borrowing again today. 400,000 shares, borrowed 2 million yesterday. Shorts aren't giving up, guys. They're still shorting it. I don't think they're going to short it into the Q3 ER. That's why I'm expecting a dramatic move up between now and then. I frankly think it's going to move up more today and tomorrow because there's nobody selling here under 7 unless you're fucking completely stupid. Short bus all-stars are selling that and shorts, and they're short wing turds. Most of these shorts, guys, have tiny wieners. That's why they short SoFi, because they hate Noto. They have ugly faces, huge foreheads, and they hate, handsome winners like my father, Anthony Noto. God bless, guys. Health and happiness. Proud to be an American today. I'm proud of Anthony Noto. I'm proud of Chris LaPointe. I'm proud of SoFi Technologies Incorporated. I'm proud of Derek White. We've earned the right to win. I'm proud of Alberto Berti Aviles getting out there riding his Harley, even though I thought he was like 20 and he's clearly not. Still a very handsome man, just a little bit more advanced in age than I've taken in my mind. And guys, I have a staunch record of heterosexuality. I'm not afraid to admit that another man is handsome, even if he's a bit rough around the edges, like a biker, like Alberto. I had no idea, Alberto. I thought you were kind of like a prissy, maybe I don't know, an engineer, a lawyer, or something. You're out there selling these options. Guys out there riding a hog. Probably got some, hot wife on the back. Probably got one big lifted 4x4 truck at home. Probably rolling coal on Teslas, doing all that stuff. Anyway, guys, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's SoFi, it's Un Poco Mas. I hope you guys have a great day. And I want to thank Alberto and J Money. Appreciate you guys. I love Alberto too, guys. I love all you guys, quite frankly. He's a biker chick. Oh, that's funny, Brian with a Y. You are so caustic with your wit. Jan Peterson is here from Denmark. Good to see you. Aquavit for everyone, John. My brother studied at University of Copenhagen many decades ago. Lived in Denmark. Anyway, how you guys doing? I hope everybody's well. I got to get out of here, guys. Hope everybody has a great day. Maybe I'll talk to you again soon. Jarrett Matson is here. I love this country too, Jarrett. And in wherever country you're with, I hope you love it. If you don't love it and your government's fucked, try to change it. Because I was just lucky to be born here. I didn't do anything. I don't deserve it, but fuck, I'm glad it happened. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. I'm out of here. Peace. Un poco mas. Bye-bye.